Hello, everyone. I'm over here at House of Vapes, and this fine establishment ended up blessing me with two beautiful vapes. I got the Kandl. This is the Fire OG, and I ended up getting the Delta Ace as well. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I need to put my stuff down. Excuse me. Ugh. All right, but I got the Delta Ace. Got the Kandl, Delta Ace. Got it from Ace. He's a good guy. Every single time I come through, he ends up. Everybody that come through that work here are always good people. But let me just set it down. But I'm just going to discuss it side by side because this is what they ended up promoting. So I'm just going to put an opinion on it. But I feel like it's best to do it in their establishment because these people, if you just take a look around the selection, this is what we got in 2025. Boom. That's all right. These people always been doing what they're supposed to do. I'm gonna show you the back, excuse me, the front. Let me show you the front as well. So that's it right there. House of Vapes. Beautiful North Canton, Ohio. Portage Square. Y'all see that? I can't see. It's on Portage Square though. But yeah. Whatever the deal is, they ended up hooking me up with these two beautiful devices, and I couldn't be more thankful. But I was talking to my man Aliosh. I ended up. You went to school with me, right? Yeah. There's like a see. This is a nice device. There was a nice little uproar back in the day when we first started getting them, and everybody was with it. But as of right now, it's just a point in time in which it's just I don't know what the deal is, but the community has gone. What do you know about that, man? It's y'all don't want to talk about it.
What was it?
It's like I don't see anybody that's really repping having a vape. Where's he at? There he is. There he is. That's my guy. Well, sorry. Let me put down this water. But hold up. Oh, you can't flip it. All right. So I'll just keep it on me for right now. I need to I should probably put it on a different camera, but whatever. But either way, yeah. But what is the why is the community such? It's not. Why it's a certain culture, isn't it?
Oh, like the race aspect of it. Yeah. You know, even back in the day, like I'm talking about back in the day, a lot of merchants, even like the Silk Road, a lot of merchants were mixed people, you know. So I feel like it all stemmed from like way back in the day. I think this culture is filled with a lot of the same type of people, only because, man, I feel like only because we were the kind of the people to expand it.
Mm-hmm.
At first, it wasn't popular.
Really?
Yeah, at first it wasn't popular. Nobody really messed with, you know, vape stores. Everybody went with Juuls, etc. If you went back to like RDA days, you would see a lot more. Like if you went to vape cons and stuff, it wasn't a lot of. It was everybody from every culture was there. Nowadays, I think there's a lot more culture into this type of business. But yeah, I mean, shit. Nikki's been here longer than me, my brother, a lot of us. Yeah. She's been here for like 10, 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you okay?
And
What?
now technically she has her own shop up in Hills and Dales.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's
Wow.
ran by a white female.
So
Yeah,
that's new.
yeah. No, not really, because like if you go to a lot of stores, even outside of Ohio, it's cultured nowadays. Yeah, it's not just one specific, like Arabs or Indians, uh, Middle Easterns, whatever you want to classify it as. But yeah,
Yeah, that's how it go. I would. There's some. This is a very Americanized way of doing it, but however they have it over there in Japan, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either. How do they got it going in Japan?
They look nice.
What, the vapes?
Yes.
Even all, I think 99% of all devices are manufactured in China, vape wise.
True.
Yeah. The only brand that I really know is made in America is the 50 bars. That's it.
Yeah, they know their stuff. But as I'm hitting this right now, this is a type of device that is for the older crowd. I gave it a 9 of it at first because I ended up getting tricked. It was my fault. I should have read the thing, but that's just what the type of device it is. They really are thoroughly involved in this, and whatever this is an experience. And if you're going to get it a certain way, then you have to do it a certain way, and that's just what the taste is. That's where it's at right now. So whatever the deal is, they know what they're doing. However, this is not necessarily for my crowd, so I'm going to have to give it an 8. Because at the end of the day, it was something where it was like, I was like, oh, dude, I messed up. I didn't turn it on. I ended up heating it up, come back late. So I don't like how that operates. I'm more of a Delta Ace type guy. Whatever it comes, I grew up on carts. However, if you have a rig, and this is just what you do, you just vibe out, and this is not for me. But however, whatever for me, I would say a 9 overall for what this is what it should be. For my purposes, I'll give it an 8. However, at the end of the day, 9.75. I just don't like. I'd have to go into that one, but then, but yes, yeah, whatever be going on around here is just some real good stuff though. Yeah, they got geek bars galore. I see whatever the deal is. When I really need to get into detail about this Delta 8 Ace or whatever it is, because it's pretty nice. But whatever this is what it is, and it should be appreciated for what it is. However, at the end of the day, this is what the community is currently. And I'm just saying we could always have improvements is what I'm saying. So that's a different issue is what I have whenever it comes to this type of device. Whenever it comes to doing the device correctly, it's done correctly.
Delta Ace is my favorite.
Yes. So, but whenever it comes to this Delta Ace though, it's still the same resin. I cannot doubt the quality, and it's always good here. But it's stepping up is what it's doing. So I don't know where it's going to go from here. But where this Delta Ace right here is for the newer crowd. I don't. You how old are you? You're a little bit younger than me, right?
21.
21. Yeah, my man Ali Osh, he stays in the community, and like whatever the deal is, people like that are a little bit. We're in the internet and we just move a little bit. We actually got to experience like Pokemon Go and stuff like that. There's some millennials that whatever the deal is, we actually get out and, but you know, whatever the deal is, everybody knows that currently in this situation, people like our opinion, we're just not old enough is what the deal is. But like essentially whatever the deal is, that's kind of, he's not going to speak on it because he's But whatever the deal is, he has from a general consensus. I feel like a lot of this stuff. Ace was talking about it being by the government, and then eventually it's just going to start getting more like a jewel situation, and everybody just got a jewel or something. But whatever the deal is, you don't. The people like to have their own little flavor, but at the end of the day, we would start focusing more on building like different cities and stuff. The government would have to start moving around and stuff like whatever the deal is. Our thought process is not accepted today. Is what I'm going to say overall for the people that grew up in the internet wave, because whatever the deal is, we try to start moving stuff around. However, at the end of the day, there's like a lot of people from the past that just operate in a certain way, and like if you were brought up in that time period, like all of this geek bar, this is the most innovative thing that it can be, is what it turns out to be. After cars, you can't flying cars. No, we got the roadways for a reason. I'm gonna leave it there, but at the end of the day, what we have right now is what you get. So it's going to have to take a little flip of how everything is presented. It's going to be more of an adult theme. So like whatever this is, after we get past this wave of all of this stuff, I don't think you need 12,000 different brands. But I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone from there. And there's a lot of people in the past that disagree, but that's where this wave is what the deal is. Shout out to Mr. Fogg, Geek Bar, Raz, all of these guys. But I haven't, as a real life person in America, I've only tried really the Geek Bar. I had some breeze. It was a wave. Whatever is being promoted in the past generation is like, oh, America's so fun. It's really not like that. At the end of the day, most people wouldn't be too upset with having just a little. It was the jewel that, but they would just buy out everything. That was just a show. But essentially, it would be like they saw. I saw like in Japan, like they like everyone has basically the same like little thing where it looks like a cigarette tip is like poking out of it, and it looks rather nice. But I'm saying like essentially it kind of would look like that. Essentially, the government was,
simplistic.
Yeah, it's rather simplistic. However, whatever that sounds like is like the government had a hand in everything and blah, blah, blah. You would just have to mind your own period. You mind your own business through that time period, because it's going to be a little shaky in order to get that in America. But essentially, whatever the deal is, like that's what you get. Is everybody doing all right? But I'm gonna leave it there. But whatever the deal is, whenever you see other ways of living, America just has a more, it's rather cartoonish as of this point, and that's okay, because that's just what it is. It was about the school system and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, what it ended up creating, because that's just what it is. We ended up getting a whole lot of school. It was the internet, so that's what the thought process was, and this is what it ended up creating. Something more like Japan is more adult, is what I'm going to say. But this right here is Matte Black. This right here is also whatever this is, see, I don't like that either. But see, but at the end of the day, can I complain about it? No, not at all. So respectfully, it's just like it's little whatevers. But this right here, but essentially whatever I'm saying is something actually. I'm gonna leave it there. But like, yeah, these Middle Eastern folk come from a strong heritage, and whatever they do back there this is just common, and you just go on about your day. And a different culture just would have to be accepted, and that's just kind of how it is. Like as much as possible is how I'm going to say it. But as soon as it starts with the cigarette smoke, because I'm gonna need to start hearing from y'all. I'm gonna leave it there. I don't want to be rude, because this is a vape establishment, but Who be out there? If we're gonna talk about smoking and who has the most, is a whole lot of like Czechoslovakian. They just have not been able to speak. I don't know why. I'm gonna leave it there. But at the end of the day, I think they share the same tune as well. America is just very, it's a certain way, but it does operate a certain way. So we'll see how it goes in the future. But at the end of the day, I cannot complain about this. Is there anything else you want to throw in there? House of Vapes?
Everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome.
Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to stop by. And really see what this type of vibe was. But essentially, whatever the deal is,
Same vibe every time.
same vibe every time. And that's just what it is. Like whenever, I don't get it. I don't get it. But like there's just a lot of people that should not have their place in society, place their opinion in society that are out right now. And I'm going to leave it there. But this right here is a nice little safe haven of where you get silenced very much everywhere.
Yeah, that's exactly what Nikki calls this place, safe haven.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Whatever the deal is, 9.75 for this one, and then we got the. Right now, I don't see this one slipping off because I gave. But if anything, if this clogs, that's the only thing that I could see from it. And I've dealt. That comes with
a lot.
Yeah, so that's just how it is. So I'm gonna keep it at 9.75. Other reasons is why it's not a 10. That's just how it is, though. This one right here still stays at a 9 for the ones who are intending to use it. 8 for me. So I think that's where we're going to wrap it up at. But yeah, it's a beautiful little establishment right here. Everybody knows about it. And everyone stay safe.